All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a pretty wild question. What happens when you smash the world of real estate together with blockchain technology? Just think about it for a second. What if the deed to your house wasn't just a piece of paper sitting in a dusty file cabinet? What if it was a secure digital token that you could actually use in the world of online finance? What could you do with that? Well, that's the big idea we're going to unpack. And this isn't just a hypothetical what if. This very concept is what a new project called MATRIX is trying to make a reality. Okay, so first things first, what exactly is MATRIX? At its core, it's a decentralized exchange built on a concept they've coined proof of green. The whole point is to be both sustainable and super efficient. Now, you're probably wondering, what in the world is proof of green? Well, it's their own term. They're using it to signal that they're trying to build a crypto ecosystem that's not just powerful, but also really efficient. It's kind of their brand for their whole technical approach. And to make that happen, they're not starting from scratch. They're building on the Polygon network, and that's a really strategic move. They get to tap into all of Polygon's advantages. Lightning fast transactions, super low fees, the ability to scale up for tons of users, all while piggybacking on the security of the massive Ethereum network. Every ecosystem needs some kind of fuel to make it go, right? For MATRIX, that fuel is their native token, which is called NZT48. You can think of it as the engine that powers the entire system, from every transaction to all the user rewards. So here's how the money flows. Their whole system is built around a 5% fee that gets charged on every single buy and sell transaction. And as you can see, that fee gets split 4 ways. The biggest chunk, 60%, goes straight to liquidity to keep things stable. 20% is paid out as dividends to token holders. 10% is for marketing. And that last 10%, it gets burned, meaning it's permanently deleted, which reduces the total supply over time. Now, this next part is absolutely crucial. There's a fixed supply. There will only ever be 1 billion NZT48 tokens. That's it. No more can ever be created, period. This is a deliberate choice, they say, to protect the token's value against inflation down the road. So why would you want to hold on to these tokens? Well, here's the kicker. Remember that 20% slice for dividends we just talked about? That money gets distributed to users who are holding over 100,000 tokens. It's a system built to reward the bigger investors and, ideally, create more stability in the ecosystem. Okay, so we've got the platform and we've got the token. Now let's get to the most interesting part of the whole project. The claim that they can turn real-world property into what they call a property NFT. So what does that even mean? At its heart, the idea is to create a one-of-a-kind digital token that actually represents ownership of a real physical building. This token would live forever on the blockchain, making it super easy to verify who owns it and potentially even to trade it. Now, this might sound pretty complex, but MATRIX has laid out a clear 5-step process to make it happen. So let's just walk through it. How would you theoretically take a physical house and get it represented on the blockchain? Okay, step 1. The user has to provide verified proof that they actually purchased a property. Step 2, they're required to buy NZT48 tokens worth 2% of that property's value. Step 3, and this is important, those tokens are then automatically staked or locked up for at least a year. Once that's done, boom. Step 4, a unique property NFT is created and sent to their digital wallet. And the final step, that NFT can then be used as collateral, maybe to get a loan, all within the MATRIX system. So, what would one of these things actually look like? Well, it's not just a picture. It's a package of data. As you can see here, its metadata is designed to hold all the critical info: the owner's wallet address, the property's location, its value, and a little digital flag confirming that it's all been verified. This all sounds pretty cool from a tech standpoint, but what's the actual point? What problem is this trying to solve? Well, the project sees this whole thing as building a bridge connecting the tangible world of real estate to the digital world of decentralized finance, or DeFi. And this system is really designed to be a win-win. For the user, you get a digital asset that's tied to something real, you can access funding with it, and you've got undeniable proof of ownership. Plus, you're earning rewards on those locked tokens. For the Matrix ecosystem, this whole process creates natural demand for their NZT48 token and adds stability because of that 12-month lockup. It's their unique hook. Looking ahead, their roadmap lays out what's next. The official token launch is planned for late 2024. Then, in the first quarter of 2025, they're planning to launch their decentralized exchange, or DEX, on Telegram. Staking and the first dividend payouts are slated for the second quarter, and then they hope to expand to more exchanges in the third quarter of 2025. So after digging into the platform, the token, and this whole property NFT idea, let's zoom out for a second and just look at the big picture. So to wrap it all up, here are the key takeaways. First, Matrix is a proof-of-green platform on Polygon that's all about efficiency. Second, its NZT48 token has a built-in dividend system paid for by transaction fees. Third, its most innovative feature is this proposed system for turning physical property into a property NFT. And finally, all of this is designed to build a potential bridge between real estate and the world of DeFi. And this leaves us with one last big question. Is this where finance is headed? Are projects like Matrix, that are trying to link digital tokens to real-world physical assets, truly the next step in how we think about money and ownership? The answer to that is still being written. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.